Salutations, everyone. Going to remove all things out of my way. So today we are going to be doing some mobility, stretching, and knee workouts. We're going to be focusing on how to heal the knee from runner's knee, heal the knee from tension, heal the knee from various problems that come from your activities. So that way you can keep doing your activities. I have knee issues myself here in my left knee, and it literally is drives me to become less active, and I don't like that at all. Okay, I had severe tension in here where I couldn't uh, bend my leg barely for a good amount of time after it it just locked up on me. My knee, everything, tension, all my muscles, everything back here, everything in there. All right, no need to go into details. Just letting you know, that's where it went. That's what happened, and I had problems, and I spent years trying to figure it out. So, and within those years of self therapy and getting therapy, it's like, what I had to do to release the tension in that leg and to prevent it from ever happening again and preventing it from happening to my other knee. So make sure that when we do the workouts, we need to do the workouts for the injury area. Also do the same thing for the other appendage, the other leg, the other arm, whatever's happened on this side. Do the therapy on that side too. Stay in balance. Stay in balance. That way you can heal both sides together. That way you're in balance together. Heals better and faster, better staying and healing both sides. So we're going to start off with some stretches. So we want to get in view, you know, pace yourself, apply yourself into your mat, breathing. My nose is stuffy right now, but it will clear up soon. All right. Open up those nostrils as I taught in my previous videos. Get that oxygen to go in and out because there's going to be times we need to nose breathe through this. All right. If you can't nose breathe through it, gasp in and gasp out. Instant oxygen. Don't wait for that to work. All right. Good. So, yeah, what I'm saying? Breathe and move. Breathe and move. Got it? Good. All right, step leg back. So we're going to stretch the left one first. Move your right leg back. Put yourself in balance. You are balanced. Your body is straight. You're all that. You're not stepping back and you're leaning forward and you're doing some weird body movement here. This is what zombies do. We're not zombies. We are primates. We need to stand upright. So be upright. Perfect lumbar, you've got your S shape going, your head is balanced on your shoulders. Balanced on your shoulders, okay? Good. So that's how we do that. So when we lean forward folding, not hunching, all right? Forward folding into our leg. We will feel the tension here. I'm tight. You're not going to see me touch my toes. Unless I do a full back bend, then I'll be able to touch my toes. We're not doing that. Keep your legs straight. Keep your legs straight. Keep your right leg straight. Keep your left leg straight. Breathe. Breathe. And forward fold on the breath out. Keeping your back straight. This whole thing is straight. All this is straight. Keep your head balanced and not locked. Do not lock it. Do not tense it. Just keep it there. See, I'm barely doing anything. I'm just holding it there. It's on my shoulders. And that's just how it is. It's basically my egg, my upside down egg with gravity and the moon. Basically, you put it down on that pedestal, and it's just there. It's balanced on there, on the very tip, on the very thinnest tip of that egg. It's balanced here. Your head must be doing the same thing on your pedestal. Your shoulders is your pedestal. Your head is that upside down peg gravitating onto the shoulders. And that's where it needs to be, even on a forward fold. Even when you are bending forward, all that your head is here, not down here. Have it here. This is where it needs to be. When you're doing this, you're overstretching it. Now you're causing unnecessary tension. Keep it here. Keep it with your shoulders. Keep it with your shoulders. Good. You're still forward folding into your leg. Breathing. When we start going down further into our leg, our noses will become stuffy. This isn't an evolutionary issue. And the issue is that we don't want water going into our nose. So when we go upside down, our nose closed. So therefore, rainstorms. And also, when we're underwater, when we go upside down, you think the gravity of that water is going to go into your nose? Absolutely not. Why? Because it closed. It closed on you because we're upside down. All right. Breathing. Breathing through the mouth, gasping in and gasping out. Fish out of water. Open mouth. Do not blow out the breath. Continue with that leg stretch and continually getting your body further and further towards your toes. Your shoulders should be heading towards your toes. Your nose should be heading towards, well, you're keeping your head balanced here, but don't do that. Don't be doing this. None of that. Keep it up. And, it should be just that way. That way. Yes. And then we're going to rise up, bend that knee. Yes, rise up first before you bend your knee. All right. Do not bend your knee in your lowest level, because that's, you want to rise up, reducing tension out of the glutes and lower back. Bend that knee. And when we bend this knee, our hips are going that way too. Our hips are going that way too. Bend this knee to where your shin is L-shaped to the planet. All right. Good. Now forward fold again into your knee. Aim the shoulder and your pec. Aim your pec towards the knee. Between, the side pecs. Then it's like this. Just keep going, side pecking toward your knee. Just like this. All right. Nice. All right. Just making sure I'm doing a lot of hand movements in my videos so that way you guys can pick up on that. Breathing in and out of your mouth because your nose is probably stuffed. Open mouth, open mouth. Full breath through your belly, not your chest, not your shoulders. Never breathe through your chest. Never breathe into your shoulders. When you gasp into your breath, your belly expands and your belly naturally kinda opens up the chest, right? That's what we want. Easily. Naturally. Keep that shin straight, L shape, while you're going into the mat. You can make readjustments here and just keep. You're going to feel your entire hammy just tighten and literally stretch. So you want to get closer and closer with the straight back, where your fingers should be touching now, really the floor. But you're barely touching. You're not really holding yourself up. Don't do that. You want all of that pressure right here underneath your hammy. And this right here is perpendicular. You're on your toes. You're on your heel. Your leg is your podium into the ground, equally pressing, knee. Everything right here is nice and tight. Now I'm going further and further. See this knee right here? Oh, look at this knee. See, this is not doing much. I'm going to keep this straight. Keep this straight, stretching. See, I'm stretching with my glute going up into the air as my body's going down into the ground. Glute's going up into the air. And then I'm going to do it. See, this is nice and loose back here. This right leg. Look at it. See? As this is working right here. I am balanced. See? I am balanced. See? Of course, balanced. That's just to hold me so I don't fall that way. Yeah? Breathing out of water. All right, relaxing. We're going to straighten that glute up, straighten that knee up, straighten that leg up. Keep your body balanced. Nice and relaxed here. Head is relaxed. Straighten that up. Nice and easy. Go up, up, up. Blood flow. There we go. Whew. Kind of move it out of the way. Let's do some knee circulation here. I don't know about you, but that was tight on me. So if you're really tight, you really feel it. If you've been doing yoga for 30 years, you might not even notice. But you can go a lot further by doing this. This is great for strengthening your muscles. We were doing Qigong. This is Qigong. Body movement. Good and healthy for you. Yes. Keep placement. Breathe. Get your body moving. Remember, my video is about Qigong, so we want to be moving. We want to be relaxing and chilling and stretching and chilling and relaxing and moving. Let's do that again. Boom, second time. All right. Keep your legs straight. Make sure your toes and you're planted. You're planted. Your feet are planted. Your body's balanced. You got your your lumbar really good and nice and you're good. You're good. You're not breathing into your chest, into your belly. You're relaxed. This is straight. This is straight as we forward fold. This is straight as we forward fold. This is balanced as we forward fold. And we're breathing through our mouth and gasping in and out and forward folding into all of that, stretching behind this left leg. And make sure your hips are, nice and good. See, look at these. If you look at me here, make sure your phone is down there on the mat staring at me. you know, and I'm pushing here on my foot. I'm pushing here on this foot with a straight leg, forward folding down, it gravitizing my entire upper body that way. We can do like this. Let's do a little bit of this. It kind of lifts us, lowers us, lifts us, lowers us, lifts us, lowers us, lifts. Squeeze those blades back and down and lower. Don't you just love how I just bring things into this? That's right. We don't have to just do our leg. I'm not the type of person that'll go out there in the wilderness and do only one thing like fish all day. No, I'll fish for 2 hours, then I'll go biking. And when I'm done biking, I'll go prospecting. And then when I'm done prospecting, I'll go hiking. And when I'm done hiking, I'm gonna go look at some views somewhere. And when I'm done looking at views everywhere and chill out in the hammock, I'm gonna go back down the mountain. And then I'm gonna freaking just basically have to get and do some water treading in through the river. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm gonna try to find some birds to take photos of. Probably throughout the whole thing I did that. You know, and animals and photos and nature photography and all that kind of stuff. And then when I get done with my day, then guess what I'm doing? Oh man, I'm gonna go into that ice bath. Heck yeah, that's not. I'm not the type of guy to just do one thing and leave. I just don't. That's an absolutely unnecessary freaking program to freaking build for yourself to do in one day. No, I understand if you're trying to do a competition. That's planned, right? One competition, that one whole day, that's different. But when you go out somewhere, there's a lot of things to do. Lift up, breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, and just wiggle it out again. Move and rotate those hips. Rotate those hips. Now rotate that knee. Now rotate that knee. So this is how we started. You saw me do it earlier. Start with the rotating the hip, then let that knee come out. Let that knee come out. I'm balanced between my right leg and my left leg and my right leg. Rotate that hip. They're doing Qigong. Yeah, look at that. So easily. Awesome possums. I like this. Relaxing. Good, good. Now straighten that knee, make sure it. Now bend that knee forward, make sure it's like that. Look how straight we are. Forward fold, forward fold. Oh my gosh, doesn't that feel so much better? Oh, heck yes, it does, because we stretched it. Now that it feels better, we kind of did that. We want to go ahead and be in here. We want to have our chest going into our knee. And now we want to stay here, put our palms down. We want to test our distance for how this is. This is how we're going to get this muscle to stretch, okay? We are on this guy. We're on that back right heel. We're on this left heel. We're just basically right here. We got our head balanced on our shoulders. We are breathing in and out of our mouth, gasping in fish and water, like 3 seconds in and 3 seconds out, pretty much. Maybe 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out, but don't do it fast. Don't get a head high. Don't get a freaking, dizzy spell from breathing, like you're getting too much oxygen. You have to contain all of this while doing all of this as a natural thing to do in your life. Okay, this is natural. What you've been doing was this entire time, all your life, was unnatural. So breathe in and straighten that leg. Straighten that leg. You put your arms right here. You see where I'm at? I got my legs right here. I'm full back down here. Come back down. Come back down. And then put your arms right here. Basically, I'll have this left arm riding along my shin. And I'll just wrap my hand around, kind of just letting it relax there. Letting it relax here. And I'll bring this hand here. and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put my fingers down here, my palm up here, above the knee, fingers down here. This is for stability. I'm not going to like lay it on there. Just have it, tapping it, tap like that, and that's how you have to have it. Now we're going to breathe, and we're going to go take our glutes, and as we straighten this leg, then straightening these muscles all the way from the glutes, all the way down to the Achilles, behind the knees, all this right here, all of that. We need to take our hips and go that way, straightening that way, okay? And this is the brace for stability. Stability, arm is stability, hand is stability, and head is balanced. You're breathing. Breathe before you move. Breathe as you move. Breathe as you keep moving, and breathe when you stop. So we want to basically, I want to show you the first time. We're going to straighten, go like that. As you see my hip going backwards and backwards and backwards. I'm kind of like really on this now. Then I'm going to lift my leg and go like that. So we're straight, going back into it, and straighten. Move those boots backwards in reverse. Now we got that. We can have our feet down, or we can have our feet up, our feet down, our feet up. Yeah. You can very feel that. And you can also do this number. Balance again. Keep your arm here. That's going to keep you from overly actually bending the leg, and it'll also prevent you from shaking. We don't want any shaking. So this is shaking. No shaking. No shaking. Just have it here. Just have it here. It's for stability. See, stability. All right. Keep going down with those glutes in that direction, that direction, that direction, that direction, that direction. I think you can see, right? That direction. Right. No pointing. Do the whole phone. Just keep going, keep stretching. And stretch out your arms now. Now, if you can, you can do this. You can do some of this, do some of this, do some of that. Stretch your feet out again, up, feet again. Oh, I've been doing this forever. I really just do all these things. Right now I'm trying to teach you guys, show you guys. Now, I'm going to keep this in here. Now I'm going to straighten this leg. Keeping that down. Wiggle and straighten and wiggle. Keeping this arm out here for balancing. And then here, go back in here, straighten the knee. Bend your knee, come down here, bend your knee. And then come up here, fold, upwards, reverse up, I guess. I don't know what it's called. And relax it, walk it out. Fix yourself up. Test yourself, make sure you're balancing and breathing. When you're feeling very exhausted after an exercise, after even a muscle pull like that, or overexerting yourself in anything, and relax like this. Relax like this. Get back in the moment like this. Do not ever never. Okay? Don't do that. All right. Do this. Like this. Now this will get you out of that exertion, out of that tiredness, out of that fatigue. I have suffered with chronic fatigue all my life, and I had to learn how not to become fatigued. So this is everything I'm going to be teaching you now: not to be fatigued, how to pull your muscles properly without straining them, without freaking ripping them, and all that kind of stuff. You will feel it, you will notice it, but after a while, everything is going to be amazing on your body. You're going to feel so good. Even if I did this enough, I'll feel great, and I don't. So help me go live. And subscribe for me to go live and watch my live videos, because this is what we're going to do in my life. We're just going to go at it. We're just going to go at it and spend hours. Basically, you can come in at any time and leave any time, but plan to be on this live, because I'm not going to stop until I feel great. All right, and that means you're going to feel great too. Got it? 10-minute stretches are not good enough. 10-minute stretches are not at all. Now we're going to get the right leg. Now that's basically the stretching that we're going to need to do right now for the knee. That was for literally stretching knee issues, because it was like literally getting behind the knee. We're focusing on the behind the knee right now, okay? Not the sides of the knee. That right there, you're going to need some other freaking help, right? I'm not going to show you how to do it, because that requires self-healing therapy, and I'm going to do those all in my lives. There you go. And here we have it, and I'm going to make sure you're like doing what now? You got onto your right leg, you got onto your left leg. You should be following suit here, You are preparing yourself to go into that forward fold. Get the kinks out of your neck, Get some rotations in there. If you haven't done any of these yet, you gotta watch Qigong Body Movement Day 6 to see what I'm doing with my neck stretches and neck movements. Okay? Because everything I'm doing in these videos here and before on out already has all that incorporated, and I'm not going to re-explain myself. If you see me doing it, you know what I'm doing, and you need to do it too. All right. Breathe, forward, and fold. Make sure your head is going with your body and your spine is staying straight, and you're easing yourself down into the muscle stretch. Make sure you're balancing. Make sure you are breathing. Gasping in and gasping out. That's the best breath. Don't blow the wind out. Go. No, that's the wrong breath. Go. All right. You can go in fast, out slow, in slow, out fast. Doesn't matter. And breathe out with the breath. Into the stretch. Always out into the stretch. Always in, out of the stretch. You get what I'm saying? Always in and out when not doing squat. And then go in and out when you're in that squat. Good one, isn't it? Stretching. It's going to take a moment. Remember, make sure your arms are like just just there, just on it there, just giving it stability. You're not wanting to tense your arms. You don't want to go, "Arr!" and all this is locked into your leg. Don't do that. Just stretch, keep everything as loosey-goosey. You're just basically, cupping and holding and bracing. We are stretching. We are just, remember, my left leg is loose too. See, look at that left leg. See, I'm just doing this while doing that whole stretch, I can just move all this stuff, and all this is like just in there, So, and breathe and get back into that stretch. Let's do a breath in and rise. Let it release a little bit. Oh, you didn't think I was going to cover all this? Oh, yes. I'm going to do so much in the guidance. So once we got to the second leg, I'm able to tell you other things. So this is what I'm also doing, what I did to the left leg that I didn't get into just yet. So now that we're in the right leg, I can explain and guide a bit more in other things. So make sure that your heel is touching and your heel is firm on the ground. The balls of your feet and your heel over in your left leg are basically equal and pressing into the mat. Your ball and your right leg and your heel on your right leg are equally pressing into the mat. Equally pressing. It's there. You feel it. All right. But you can go feeling this leg going in this direction, pressing into the mat. You get what I'm saying? Not pressing into the mat, pressing into the mat, which gives equal balance between left and right foot. And to do that, you have to lean forward a little bit and get your head going that way a little bit to feel yourself press more into the balls of your feet than the heel, or go backwards, feel more into the balls of your feet, more into the heel than the balls of your feet. Go forward just a little bit, more into the heel, more into the balls of your feet. Go backwards, more into the heel. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little observance. And then if I move to the right a little bit like this, now I can feel myself really pressuring right into my right foot more than the left, but it's there. It's still there. I'm keeping my hip going that way towards the rear. My hip and my glutes are going towards the rear and stabilizing that way, this way, going straight down, downward motion. This whole hip is going gravitizing that way, and I'm staying that way, staying reversed, staying balanced between me and the earth right here. Here. This is all geometry. This is all sacred. Sacred geometry and geometrics is basically amazing. All right, your body is like that. We didn't think, oh, shells in the sea. Look at that amazing design. It's like the space. It's like the cosmos right there. Human bodies also have that ability as well. If you ever looked at the Michelangelo the man, and literally you'll see that his positions of his feet, the positions of his arms, and everything was in balance inside that world. We are in balance with our world, okay? And that's how we evolved. And we must remember how balanced we must be in this world. We forgot. Humans did not evolve away from it. We forgot the entire BS that we evolved into. The breath work, the proper breathing, and the muscle movements that we need to do, balancing and stabilizing ourselves on this planet and everything that we do, Breathe and release. Release, come up. You need to come up. Bend that knee, stabilize, come up, and let's get out of there for a minute, for a moment. Sometimes you'll have to release out of there. And let's do out of that hip now. Let's move that hip and move that knee. Yeah. I don't know if you guys hear that beat. And then other way. You know, remember it's like hula hoop, and then put your knee into it. Staying balanced. You're still balanced. You're still pendling. See? Still pendling. Still pendling. You know what I'm saying? Your body's upright. You're not slouching into this. Don't slouch into this. You're not trying to do some cool dance on the dance floor. You're pendling. Your head is bound. Your head is up here. Relax. Hydrate. Let's hydrate before we do this. Make sure you find your space again. When you move, remember to go forward fold, grab your drink, come out of it. Don't bend into your drink. That's how you do it. Snip it back. All right. Done hydrating? Breathe. I can breathe through my nose right now. All right. In through your mouth and out, or folding into that. Coming back into it for our second forward fold pull. We want to do it twice to 3 times. 3 times is even better. If you notice, on the left leg, we only did it twice because I doubt you want this video to last that long. So, but you pause it and do it a 3rd time. Then watch my video. And then maybe a 4th if you feel like. And then resume video and we'll continue with the right. And then once I'm done with doing this twice, pause the video, do it a 3rd time. You forward fold into it more, do it a 3rd time. And then the whole process, even if you have to rewind, do it a 3rd time. Do a rewind, unless you're so sure of yourself that you got this, that you remember everything that I taught you. And then continue with the video. All right. You can also do this. You know, my arm up here, you know, it helps with the back, helps with the straightening, you know. It tightens this up, but, you know, we're focusing here anyways. So you want to, like, focus in, make sure you're, like, balanced. Make sure this is straight, not like this. Breathe, lower on the breath out. Breathe in, lifting, lower on the breath out. Re-examining yourself, your posture, your movements, and everything. You get what I'm saying? Breathe in before you move. As you move, breathe out. Get back into the stretch. Breathing in and breathe into more into the stretch. Breathe in, breathe out into more of the stretch. Yeah, I'm out. Forward, still balancing between my legs. I'm still balancing with my hips. And I'm pedaling down, and my hips are going backwards. Now I'm going to come up. Now we're going to bend the leg, bend the knee. See, I'm going to do this before you bend. Come around, wrap your arm around, just like have it here, tap in here, and you're just like holding it. Now you're bracing it. You're bracing it, which basically stabilizes the entire leg as you come down. And you see I'm stabilizing. I'm not squeezing, I'm just stabilizing. And I come here with my other hand, make sure I'm still straightening. My back is straight, my head is pendling, you know, my whole body is forward folding properly. And I'm putting weight into it. I'm making sure my shin is straight. That's what I'm doing. You're focusing on all of this BS. You know, it will come after a while, like, I got to do all this. Yes, you do. You got to do all this. This is straight. This is like L-shaped. You got to make sure it's not back here. You're going down on it. It's right here, and you're going down on it. Your shoulder and your body is falling into your thigh. Your chest should be falling into your thigh on the right leg, right side. Not in the middle. Not off to the side. Straight into it. Breathing and falling. This left knee, this back knee, you know, you're still balancing, but you can be able to you'll be able to bend it, right? You're like right into this leg. You're stretching the hammies, and this leg should be able to do all this bullshit over here. Going back into it. I was talking. I know. I released from myself, and I breathed into it, and I went right back into the stretch. Make sure your shoulders are not going down. That's another thing. See how this is great sometimes. You can just let it go down like a freaking like a one of those little dead puppets, whatever you call them, and come on up. Straighten those shoulders back, push them back, squeeze those shoulder blades. We're going to reset them. Squeeze them back, and then kind of come down a little bit. Now, keep them balanced. Keep them balanced. They're not squeezing. They're released a little bit. Same with your upper head and your body. Same thing. Go down. Go down. I want you to hold on to those shoulders if you can. Just do this. Just do this. This right here. Just do this real quick. And the reason why, because you're focusing on the breath. Now, come down here and regrab and rebalance yourself. You have to do this, or do this, or do this, or do this. Find your stability. Breathing. Forward, keep your glute going down. You should continue stretching. Continue pushing that way. You can see me doing that. Yeah, yeah. You can probably see my hand moves behind me. Make sure your head is relaxed. You have to keep checking. Always check on yourself. Straightening this leg, back leg, and go down into it more. Let's squat. Now we can go into a squat. All right. We're just like getting our body into there like a squat. This is actually relaxing, And then once we do that, take our breath, get in our moment, take a breath in, and straighten it all by forcing the muscle to stretch. Now we're going to get really into the stretches here. Yes, all this for the damn knee. This is just basically the beginning. If I showed you the entire thing that I do for just this, oh my gosh, we'll be here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We're not going to easy up. Let's get out of there. Stay put. Remember what I said, to relax is to be upright. There we go. To relax is to be upright. You see, I'm just moving. I'm just moving my hips. We're doing Qigong. We do not get up from an exercise and go stationary and just do this. We do not do that. That's wrong. That's being immobile. That's being stiff. Relax. Relax. Mobilize. Stay in your spot. You know your spot. This is where you were. Keep your feet planted. And this is everything that we're doing here is relaxing, mobilizing, staying upright, getting the kinks out. If you're 50 years old like me, you already know that you have to breathe and stretch into it. Get more out of that and all that. Why didn't we do this earlier? We're starting to stiffen our upper back, aren't we? My whole back is starting to stiffen up, so that's the reason why I'm doing it. So if you start feeling something else stiffen, put that on hold and do some movements. That'll help that unstiffen, because we don't want to have that at all while we're trying to do things that are freaking necessary for our knee health and knee care and getting rid of the issues that we put ourselves into this predicament in our lives. We want it gone. We want the pain to go away. So let's do this. Got it. I understand you guys now. I understand myself a lot more now. Movement. Be movement. Balance. Don't let that abductor overstretch right here. Just stay over here and then move over here, balancing, like you do in dance and salsa. That's right. That's right. All right, now we're ready to go back into it, are we? If you're not, you know what to do. Pause the video. Do some amazing other types of movement and stretches that you need to for your predicament before you do this next stretch, because you may need to do it. If you have issues, just go live and you tell me in the chat what's going on, and we'll work together on how to do all this, because I will talk to everyone individually as much as possible on an 8-hour live to help you guys. Subscribe. Here we have movement. Let's find ourselves. We're gonna find our way back there. Breathe. You do your thing. Breathing. And about the forward fold. Oh, we already did that twice. Pause it. Do the third time. Stretch the whole thing with the straight leg. Do that if you think you need to. Okay. But we're gonna move on to the next thing. All right. Bend that knee. I already did my breath. You should have already done that before you bent your knee, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have told you how to do it, because you already know how to do it, right? All right, I'm supposed to guide the videos. I am guiding you. I'm guiding you to learn guiding. Breathing and forward fold with the breath out with that bent knee. And now we want to go straight down into nice and easy. I feel that. Like I felt it. Like I stretched it before I did this. Oh, balancing. I need to put my hand here to brace. I felt this shaking. My left leg was shaking. So I'm going to put it here to brace it. I'm going to put my right one here. So now we got our hands on our knees, just placed there. It's to prevent any of this because we were stretching for a while. Literally, this will cause you to shake because you were stretching my stretches for a while. Breathing. And and what's that's going to happen is that you're going to be stretched and walk funny for half a day. Just kidding. And especially if this is your first time, you're going to really notice that. Go easy on yourself. Listen, stay in that stretch. Stay in that stretch. All right. Go easy on yourself when you do this for the very first time. I know I just said this now, but I just realized I should just say this just now. When you watch my videos, go easy for the very first videos and then pick up on intensity of the stretching, okay? Don't overdo it. You're going to notice these stretches, especially if you're going to listen, if we do a lot, you're going to really notice these stretches. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go through the whole thing, everything. It's 3-4 hours of this. But you're going to come out feeling like you needed to put 3 to 4 hours in for that entire 10 years you put yourself in. 4 hours is going to make it happen. Not 30 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 2 hours, 4 hours of stretching. Take your breaks and stretch for 4 hours. You got an entire day of BS. Go stretch before you run. Great. Go stretch for 10 minutes before you run. You need to do this for 4 hours. I know, right? Well, multiple, not just this, but everything I'm teaching, everything all at once. Boom. All stick to my, Qigong body movement day 1 through 6 videos. All of them. Yeah. Do it. Why? Because it's going to make you fucking feel better over the long run. Oh my gosh. It is a long stretch run. Okay. We're going to get back into this. All right. You guys are there. I'm going to go back into the breathing, going back into it, following my own example. Bending that last leg, bend that back leg. Make sure you're braced. Make sure you're braced. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to go down into that squat. Make sure you are mouth breathing in, fish out of water. All right. Make sure if you feel like this is really, you put your arm and you go like this and you put it right here. And what this does, it allows you to provide more stability. That way you can come down. Find your stability. You have to keep moving it and you have to find that stability. So that way you can do these stretches and it makes your legs a lot stronger. Got it? Good. Remember, use your upper body to assist your lower body in this. We're going to go down, squat, come up with our hips up into the air, keeping our shoulder on our knee, and let that glute go up into the air, keeping that head balance, back balance. Your back may bend a bit. That's okay. It's going to go back. It just happens in that. It's all about getting this back leg to stretch. Now, we're going to actually have to get done with this. We're going to do that left leg a bit again more because it's been a while. We're going to continue doing this. Now, stay here stay there. Just keep doing this. Go down into it, stretch, release. Go down into that squat and stretch. Go down, stretch, and come up. Breathing, come up. And Qigong. Swapping, Qigong. Oh. Come on. Good. Swapping. Now, we already stretched this leg, but we didn't go overboard like we did there. All right. So now what we did to the right leg, because we did more, because when we did the left leg, we did this. When we did the right leg, we did more stuff. Now we got to do that stuff too to the left leg. And if we did more stuff to the left leg that we didn't do to the right leg, then we go back to do that again. Okay. Balance. Equal balance between both and exercises and movements and all that kind of stuff. Seriously, you have to. Don't. Not doing it is not caring. That's all I got to say. Not caring for the other side of yourself. You want to care for the other side of yourselves, okay? Care for it all. This is not the only thing that we need to protect and care about. All right. Move around. A happy body does make a happy mind. And that is a fact. So when your body's feeling great, after 4 hours of stretches, your brain will be on Eurythia. I think it's Eurythrovia. I think I said it right? Say it in the comments. All right, here we go. We're going to forward fold. Oh, wait, bend the knee. Make sure those hips are balanced with the earth. Forward folding and you're breathing. Coming down into it. Make sure you got this one going on here. We're going to we stretched it. We're going to probably feel it. So we're going to squat down before we're not stretching. We're not going down in a stretch. We don't want to force it right now. You want to just come down here nice and easy, relax, balance, relax. And now just start going easy with the breath and the movement. Slow, good movement. You see what I'm doing here? Good. Yes, it looks like I'm doing something right. That's great. But this is all meant to heal ourselves. Do your thing. Do your thing and breathe. Go your pace and breathe. I'm going my pace. You go your pace. All right. I'm doing this with you for a while. Make sure your back is where it needs to be. Make sure your breath is where it needs to be and what it's supposed to be doing in the proper way of movement. Whew. Don't worry, after we're done with this, we're going to sit down and take a break. We're going to get off our legs and just let it relax and do some upper body stuff. All right, up, up, up. Whew. Walk it out first before we sit. All right. I'm going to do a forward fold. Now let's do one of these here and do a balanced stretch between the two. Just natural stretch, not too far. I've already taught you guys how to do this in the Qigong Body Movement Day classes. All right. All right, come down. How do we come down? We get on our fists, and then we hold ourselves up with our body weight. See, on my body weight, good. And then come down here, spread, knee down, and now. So we see I'm going down with the glute. I'm stretching the glute, opening the glute. Then I'm moving my heart in, come down, and boom, and that is how you get down on your butt and make adjustments. Grab your water. It's empty. Oh, let's just sit in a moment and meditate. Make sure you are balanced. Make sure your audio is upright. Breathing through your nose in and out, 4 seconds. We want to give ourselves a moment. There was times when I would just do this constantly. And I would literally just go all out, and I would feel it for days. So to prevent that, we must rest between what we do, all right, and give our legs a moment of recuperation. Okay, just recoup and get better at always get better at recouping, get better at resting between exertive exercises. And what you guys do after this, comment below on how well I did, what I could work on, and give me ideas as well of what you believe will be a great thing to research and look into, because this is everything that I learned on my own. No assistance whatsoever, on how to recuperate muscles. This was me and my body injuries, and how I was able to recuperate, rejuvenate, mitigate the issue. Straighten that spine, breathing, one leg out, normal stretch, just nice and easy. Yes, we're going to go into normal stretches now. All that basic stuff. It's absolutely needed as well. But now that we did a lot of pulling in the muscles, this itself should be a lot easier. So if this keeps rising, don't let it. You're tensing here. Don't let that happen. Try to make sure it's not tensing at all, period, through these stretches. and just grab here with this hand, and then pull forward, you know. Don't grab the bottom of your fucking shoes because those are naturally dirty. Don't be doing that, What are you going to do? Wipe your face next? Yeah, humans do that nasty shit. So don't touch the bottom of your shoes. Don't touch your face. Keep this here. Keep it relaxed. Make sure you're focusing on, just moving your body forward this way, not that way. That's not the way to go. You raise up, breathe in, go forward. It does the same thing, but it keeps your stupid ass spine straight. Good. Breathing in and go down. You can keep this. You can take your shoes off. You can have whatever. But for shoes, for this, I'll show you. I'm going to take this guy off. You keep your stretching going. You have your foot off. Your foot needs to be here, wrapped around your knee. All right, good. And wrapped around here, right there. And then forward fold into it, keeping this right here, nice and relaxed. Not really forcing it down, but you're relaxing it down right here. You're focusing here on this. And then you go forward folding into here, and you're just basically allowing yourself to keep yourself from springing back. Because if you're tight like me, you're going to be springing back that way like a rubber band, like pulling you back that way when you're like trying to go that way. No, not that way. That way. Now I'm going to release up. Now you're going to release up before you move your foot in. And just make sure it's relaxed here again before you forward into that stretch. Make sure this is on the knee. Make sure this arm is on the knee, to keep that knee down, not up here. Let it go. Breathe up. Come down here. Make sure it's like this and it's not bouncy. Bring this in here. Bring this in here and going down. Make sure your head is balanced like an egg onto the ring, going forward into the mat as much as you can. But make sure that this part of your body is going that way, not that way. It's going that way, like a water out of a spigot. That's you're like going all right, forward, like right, straighten, and then go that way like a spigot. Keeping this here, so that way these don't lift up in the air and stay. You're focusing on making sure you use these arms to relax all of this, As you breathe, mouth breathe, focus breathe, nose breathe if you got the ability. And forward, raise up. Now we want to move this like this. Do not, go, take it nice and easy. Now we want the heel to be below the knee. Right here should be aligned along the calf muscle, okay? So calf muscle, knee, the toes are like right here above the knee. All right, so now we're going here. So we did this first, natural, full stretch, and now we're going into layman stretch. All right, then we're going to go and forward fold into it. You don't have to be forcing this here. Don't force your foot in there. Just let it go. It's just here, No forcing your stretches. You use gravity and body weight, and leverage. Breathing. Get your other shoe off while you're here. Multitask, damn it. Rise up. Bring this in. Bring the shoe off. Bring this out. You see, I'm right here. I want to show you something. We just did this stretch, right? Look at that. Look how far up that is. Look how kind of down that is. Straighten up. Bring it in. Yep, I could feel that tension right here, but we did not work on that. But that was a big help to keep that down and learning to relax. So now we're going to straighten that up. Your heel, you see I'm in the middle of the mat. I have this leg going diagonally pointing towards there. I'm pretty much in the middle of this mat. Middle of the mat. And my heel's going towards the corner. And then I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to focus on basically straightening my back and breathing. And I'm supposed to be breathing before I move my legs anyways. And I'm going to be over here basically just focusing. This, the whole point was to get that knee to drop and to loosen up that abductor. Get that to drop. We'll put this right here again. You're going to feel that tension, probably a lot more on the side. But watch my live videos. You want me to show you how to mitigate that kind of that abductor, okay? And psoas and hip flexors and all that other stuff. Now we're going to go down here, just like there's. I'm just like focusing. This one here, and I'm going to like do my forward and breathe, relax, and forward into it, breathing, relax, and it's go as far as you can. And you can see how far I can go, right? But I'm stretching. I feel all this back here stretching. I'm trying to make sure that this isn't going up here and like holding myself up into that. Let it fall, come straighten up. Make sure you do that. Every time it feels like this is rising up, you rise up, readjust, get that in there, and go back straighting that way, not that way. That's the wrong way. Straighten and breathe out, going in it. Make sure this is relaxed doing it, relaxed doing it, relaxed doing it. You have to practice. Every time you do this, it gets easier and easier and more intuitive and in less too much thought into it. You're basically, you're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes natural. Doing all the things I'm teaching you will become natural. All right? So work at it, and stretching your toes forward if you wanted to. That helps the dorsal stretch here and the tibial stretches. Stretch your toes upward into this direction, helps out the Achilles and, of course, gastrocs and soleus. Okay? And also, back of the knee, connective tissues of the tendons attached to the back of the knee by toes towards and toes forward. You see how we're doing more stuff now? Does that mean we have to go back to the right leg and do this too? Absolutely. Right, relaxing that. As those are pointing forward still, I'm gonna just get that knee. See how this knee's down further. I don't know if you can tell. I can actually tell and how to get to all that. That so just got there, toes up again. This actually is going to help the calf out a lot to reduce that tension behind the back of the knee, and we need to do this as well. Like I said, everything that we're doing today is for the knee. The knee. Readjust and get back into your stretch. Make sure this is where it's supposed to be. We haven't got out of that. We're going to stretch a little bit longer into this. No need to pause the video. We're stretching. Rise. Bring this forward. Bring this forward. Just like nice and relax it. Relax it. Relax it. Relax it. Relax it. Use this hand to move it forward. Use this hand to make sure it's relaxed. You're paying attention. You're checking the outcome happening as it does it. How you do it. No, this is not far enough. I got to make sure those tuck of the toes are barely touching the knee. Not stiff nose, not curl. You got curled toes, man. Just make sure, you push those out and just let this relax. Straighten your back. You are gasping. Just relax your ankle this time. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's a new stretch. You just relax all of this. Relax all of that. And forward. Oh, my knee was going up, so I need to put my leg back on. My arm back on my leg. Just like doing this will help pay attention to these. These will make it pay attention to relaxing. Now that these are going in, make sure they're going in. Make sure these. You see how my knees now on the ground? Good. I'm actually stretching this, like crimping it forward and crimping it forward. I'm like going like a letterbox here with my hips. I'm not going like that. I'm going like that as best I can, like and keeping that down, keeping that down. Oh, it's even go further than me. Kudos, jelly. But just do as much as you can. This is good for everyone who's even flexible. This is good for your hips. It's good for your body. It teaches it to coordinate itself and learn differences from each other. And it's going to, if you got like too much tension here, not as much tension here, too much left here and there, all that is going to be different on left and right sides of your body. And this balances that. Look at that. I'm all the way on the ground, and I'm going even further, Rise up. Breathing. Now let's go ahead and remember to just guide it there. Don't tense it there. Make your adjustments. Get your back straight and breathe and come down. Can you see my foot? Good. All right. And there we go. Readjustments. Make sure you always use readjustments, movements, And then, you're straighten up and moving out. When you did this, my whole body, my whole back, and my whole spine was readjustments there. And then go here, make sure this is good and relaxed. And you see I'm like cruising and forward folding into that. Forward folding into that. Make sure this is relaxing still. Make sure your shoulders are perpendicular with the mat. Your head is nice and loose. You're not going tensing it at all. No tensing your neck. It's just there. It's just hanging in there, but not hanging. Don't hang your neck. That's bad for your neck. Don't do this. None of this trying to stretch. None of that. None of this. No, absolutely not. That's a killer. That's bad for your neck. This is bad for your neck. I'm going to say it again. Don't do it. Breathe in. Straighten everything. Balance your head and neck and forward fold back into it. Readjust yourself by breathing in, getting into your best posture, and then putting yourself into that position, still into that best posture, always. And not only that, you're doing it, you're loose. You're not stiff doing it. And your posture. I'm not stiff. I'm trying. This right here is to guide me to not be stiff. All right. All right, just a few more moments. Let's go ahead and, point our toes, rise our toes, point our toes, rise our toes, and, readjust. And relaxing, rising up. Ooh, bring both legs out, point toes. These right here will pull the tibials. And yes, the tibials connect to the damn knees. Everything that connects to the knees and everything that connects to the knees has connections to other things. And we're working on all those things to work together, to release, to mitigate, to heal, that way we can do self-massage and movement. We need a self-stretch. You don't need to do anything. Just follow my example. Follow my example. I'll stay in this example for a moment so you have time to get there. Breathing. See, I'm just moseying, straighten up into the air now. Breathe and point forward. Yeah, up into the air. Curl those toes. Up into the air. Curl those toes. Up in the air. Stretch and flex and spread those toes. Squeeze those toes. Curl them forward. Stretching, pointing them way over to the horizon. Up into the air. Point them towards your head if you can. Yes, and then curl down, just do whatever. Off to the outside, inside, 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 inside. Breathing. Bend up. Keep your fists on the ground or hands or palms. Change it up if you have to. There we go. We're just resting our legs, resting our thighs. This right here is actually resting our muscles. Resting our muscles that we stretched. And I'm just holding myself up with my arms squeezed into my torso. I'm basically stationary. I'm just letting my muscles rest. My knees are bent, they're resting. Just let it go, the abductors go. Let the abductors go. Straighten everything up, readjusting. Let them fall, kind of look on. I can feel that right one really too much. All right. Straighten, push. Straighten, push. Rise to your sky with your arms. Rise to your sky with your arms. Let's do this number real quick. Stretch out those arms. And then stretch. Breathing. I never told you to stop. Hey.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Dude.
No,
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Oh, okay.
I'm blind.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't see it.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have my thing here. No worries. I didn't know. I'll move it over. Just let me know. All right, let's get back into that. Stretching, stretching. Uh, all right. All right. We're back to where we're at. Just got to get back into thoughts. Here we go. Here we go. What was I doing? And forward fold. And touch your toes. Rise up. Touch your toes. Rise up. Touch your toes. What this is doing is this like small resting and relaxing. Let's go ahead and get out of this position and rest for just one moment. And this is basically, we're going to stop right there with the stretching. Awesome possums, right? Now we're going to get into the exercise. Take a moment, take a break, get your hydration. Use. Hydrate. There we go. Yeah, the video is not that long. We're only 1 hour in. Nice. Let me double check. Good. You can see all that? Good. Now, do you have a step? Don't worry. Pause this video and find something to step on. It does not have to be this high. It can be that high. It can be a stair. If you have a stair, get on your stairwell. You also have a bar to hold on to for stability. So definitely do that. So get on your stairs or a step. Any step would work. All right. This is pretty high. This is already here, but I don't mind that because it allows me to bring my leg up perpendicular. Look at that. This is the size you want to be at. So if you ever got a two-step, you want to be skip this one and go straight to that one. Come up and then make sure you're on the flat bottom here where there's no other steps, of course, so you don't miss a step. Don't miss a step. We got to get into our step so we can have great steps. All right. So 9 degrees, up and down and stop and step. So that was a good warm up. So that's basically what you got to do. So, but we're going to do a few of those. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm holding on to, and that's this right here. So that way it has stability. So if you have a bar to hold on to, run to hold on to, do it. Do not just go at it. We're not doing any cardio. All right. We are only here to repair our knee issues, our runner knee issues, our tensions behind our legs. Runner knees are also caused by multiple factors, and one of the biggest factors is tension. If you have too much tension in your tibials, you're going to have issues building up in this area underneath here. All right. If you have tensions here with your quad, you're going to have it in here in the inner knee. All right. So you're going to have a lot of too much tension in here. All right. And it's going to cause internal twirl. And this is years in the making. Oh, I just had tension. I just feel it now. No, 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 no. It's already been going on for 5 years. And you just didn't know it. All right, here we have privacy. If you want to breathe. If you can breathe through your nose, that's great. If you want to do the gas in, gas out, fish out of water for instant oxygen in, instant oxygen out, you do that. And this is only going to be a few minutes. Basically, so you're going to step up, go here, and go up by bracing onto the wall, and then come down nice and slow. Go back up, and then come back down, come back up, go back down, come back up, come back down, breathing. So I'm staying straight, staying true once I step up. I am making sure I'm coming back down in my proper spot. And when I come up, my knee never passes the toes. So I don't go this far into it. All right. You come here and you go forward. It does not pass my toes. Your knee never passes your toes when you go up. You see? Not past my toes. Then I come down and I step. And now my shin is perfectly straight. All right. I should be stepping perfectly straight. My body is straight. This is straight. That's straight. This is knee. Complete angle. You know what I'm saying? Up and down. Straighten. Come back in. Up and down. Up. You want to do 10 at first and then build up from there. And swap. All right. Make sure you're properly stepped. Make sure this doesn't move at all. This is right there. Make sure you're balanced, you're breathing, and you go forward and a little bounce. If you need to do a little bounce with this leg to get you up the first time, like that, do it. We're all about knee muscle work. Don't just force your way up there and bring yourself back down and tensing it back down. Go up, bounce up, and come back down and do that with your foot. Whoa. And that gets rid of less tension both up and down. And because the whole process is about curing the knee problem, not overexerting the knee problem through exercise. Count in your head or just go at it until you're tired. Or until you feel like this may be enough. And relax. And relax. I did more to my left side than I did my right. That's what I felt like. So if you did, swap out and just do a few more with your right. Balance yourself. So or just go to your right, give your left a break. Do like 10, swap, 10, alternating, balance. So when I go down, I'm leaning back. And now I'm on this hill, not on that one. See? All done. Awesome possums. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video today. Let's just stick with that for now. That was intense. And we'll learn more through my lives. Subscribe and join me for those, okay? Thank you. You guys have a great day, all right? And stretch again and more often you can. As much as you can, as long as you can and muster to do. With breathing, being fluid about it, do the qigong, self-healing techniques, that kind of thing, okay? You guys have a good day, all right? Have any questions? Comment, like, subscribe. They are open for you all to give me feedback. But don't. Just say this has been good for you. Have a good day.